Good day everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel as you are going to learn how to cut this princess that bustier. Subscribe. You take your shoulder measurement, shoulder divided by 2 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Then you measure your shoulder to nipple points, shoulder to your under bust, and shoulder to your top length, which is, so my top length is 25. I added 2 inches sewing allowance, which is 27. So at your nipple point, you draw your line like so. Then your under bust, this is your under bust, you also mark it straight like so. Then when you are done marking, at your bust point, you divide your nipple to nipple into 2. Nipple to nipple, my nipple to nipple here is 8. I divided into 2, that is 4, plus half inch sewing allowance, that is 4.5. Then at the under bust, you mark 4, you minus the half inch, you don't add allowance to there. Then at your shoulder point, you measure 4 inches down, like so. Then you connect the lines together. You measure 4 inches. That 4 inches you are measuring at the shoulder point is a basic measurement, is a standard for all adults. Then at the top length, you also measure 4 inches there also. Then you connect all the lines together. But if the person have tummy, because this is top, that will be more than, like, it's not an half cut, does not have an half cut, it's a straight top that is a bit long, so you can as well extend your own. So when you are done cutting that, at your under bust point, you measure 2 inches, because the bust I'm using is 40, so you measure 2 inches and place back your center front like this. For you to get this curve here, you place it like this and you trim it, you trace it out with your chalk. You trace this shape out. For you to get this shape, you have to place it like this. In this your 2 inches that you have measured on your underbone. You can as well use 2.5, depending if the person is busty, you can use 2.5. But if the person bust is not much, you can actually use 2 inches. Then when you are done placing it like this, you measure your bust. You divide your bust into 4. You add your 2 inches sewing allowance at the bust point. Then at the under bust point also, you divide your under bust by 4, also like this. Whatever you get at your under bust, you place it also there at this point, at the under bust point, plus your 2 inches allowance. You connect the 2 lines together. Then that point, that your 4 inches, you join it, you draw it like this also, and meet your bust point. That is the armhole. You can actually extend the armhole when you have finished cutting. If the armhole is bigger than that, you add it. So this place, it depends. If the person have tummy, you can actually extend it. You can actually extend it. You can make your own to be a bit. You can divide the person tummy also by 4. At this point, you divide the person tummy also by 4, and you add your 2 inches allowance. So you have to use the tummy measurement to get this point also. Then you follow your line, you cut it out. You cut it. When you are cutting, you will end at this. You will cut it out. You follow the chalk like this, like so, and you cut it out this way. This part you are cutting is your side. The first part that we cut is the center front. This side now is the side. You end your cutting at that point. When you are done with the cutting, you see where my cutting end, you will now curve your cup. Your cup is coming from your under bust to the bust point and above the bust point. You see, when you are curving your cup, you see the way I curve mine, you join it to the armhole, point. See, from the under bust to the armhole point. Then you will now follow your chalk, that place that you curve, you will now follow your chalk like so and trim it out. See the way I'm cutting mine to get your cup for your princess that bustier. The curving of the cup start from the under bust and it goes straight and it curve at the bust point, like see, to the upper to the armhole point. That is where you're cutting, and then you just place your normal 2 inches, the center front, you place it on your extra fabric, your 2 inches for your zipper allowance. This is the back now. We are cutting out the back part for your zipper allowance. Make sure you add your 2 inches for your zipper allowance, and you cut out your, when you are done cutting out your back part, then you will now cut out your see the way I'm trimming mine, the zipper part. It will enter inside a bit at the under bust so that the zip will not fold. You will curve it inside a bit at the under bust. So this is the side of it. You know, the back will not have cup, it will not have breast. The back does not have cup. So when you use this one that have cup to trim out the back, when you are done trimming out the back, you can actually trim it out the same. Then when you are done trimming it out, you will now remove the breast. You see the way I'm removing the cup, I'm removing the breast, the cup from the back, because the back part, the back side does not have cup. So you see, that's how you trim out your own back piece. You will now place it on your padded. We are going to cut our padded now. Your padding, you see the way I place mine, the padded will end at your under bust. It will end at your under bust. So depending, you can actually measure 4 inches down, also 4 inches down from your shoulder point to your under bust. That's where your that's where your padding will start from, and it will end in this under bust point. You can actually cut your padded into three pieces, or 2 pieces, or 4 pieces, depending on how you want the padded to be. If you want the padded to be very thick, you can make it to be three pieces. But if you want it to be a bit light, you can do it 2 inches. You can actually pad this thing also with stay, but me, I'm not using stay in this video. I'm using normal breast pad for it. You can actually use stay. If you're using stay, that means you have to make it to be like 12 pieces, because you know stay is lighter than this padded, this normal padded. So you will do it like, see the way I'm covering my own too. I'm using 3 pieces in this video. I'll cut it like this now into 3 places, then I'll now gum it. You see mine, this is the breast part, this is the cup side. I'll cut it like this now into 3 pieces. So this is the center front, and that is the side. So I'll now go ahead to cut out more pieces, and I have also placed my lining. Also, this lining I'm using, you will also cut out the lining also, like so. You just trim it out the same shape. Then when you are done trimming, you use your gum to you use your iron to iron the padded on your fabric. Your padding is starting from your under bust. It will start from your under bust, because if it did not start from your under bust, why it's necessary for you to start from your under bust is it will now enable the cloth to curve at that under bust point. So that's why you should start your padding from your under bust. Now you use your iron to gum it down. How many pieces? You can actually use one. If you don't want the padded to be much, you can use one, or you can use two, depending on how you want it to be. This is the second one. I've gummed the first one. This one now I'm gumming now is the second one, and I've placed the third piece also. I'm done gumming the center front. Now we are going to gum the cup. See, this is the cup. The padding also will start from where the cuff started from, you see, like so. You place your padded also like this, and you will gum it. You gum the two side. You will also gum it three. You will also cut this one now into three places, also the way you cut the center front, like so. You will gum it. It have a gum already, so it's just for you to use your iron and press it down, and it will gum on the fabric. So that's that. We are done gumming our we are done gumming our padded to our fabric. So now it's time for us to sew it together. You will carry, you see, the two under bust will join each other. You see that place I notch, that is the under bust, and where the cup is starting, you will place the half, the center front to where the cup is starting from. Also, you will place that your under bust to where the cup is starting from, and you sew it down like so. That's how you will do the two pieces together. See, you see, I've joined mine together, I've joined it together. Then you now go ahead to notch it. You go and notch it. You notch, use your scissors and notch, so that when you iron it, it will be flat. I've done notching mine. Now I'm ironing it. You see, you open all the notches and you iron it flat like this, so that it will be flat. You iron it flat like this. When you are done ironing the front, you turn the back also. When you are done ironing the back, you turn the front also with your breast ball. You iron it also like this. You see the way I'm ironing mine. You iron it so that the cup will show, will balance. You iron it very flat like this with your strong breast ball. See the way I'm doing mine. You apply a bit pressure so that the thing will be flat. You see our cup. See, this is our end product. You see, I've turned the neck, I've joined the sleeve, and this is our end product. You can see the way the breast cup is. Thank you.